Like for AD versus AD or support versus support is not really like that crazy. Like we all play pretty standard, but for Zach versus him versus Doublelift and for me versus Ole, I do think there's kind of some weird like tension there.
Hey guys, Parks Owsley here with the Shotcaller, joined by Cody Sun, the bot laner for 100 Thieves. Congratulations on your win today. You lost to Liquid yesterday, but you are in second place with the win today. So, how's the team doing and how confident are you guys moving forward?
Well, following that loss against Team Liquid, we were all pretty disappointed in our performance. I think everyone kind of didn't perform as they wanted to, and at the same time, our team kind of didn't perform up to our expectations as well. So we all went back and we had a talk, and I think there are some pretty good stuff in that match to fix in the future, and yeah, I think today we all just performed like in a pretty standard kind of 100 Thieves gameplay. So I think right now we're just not happy with like where we are. So yeah, we have a lot to improve, and hopefully in the future games we'll do better.
So what will it take then for you to beat Team Liquid next time you see them? Maybe it would be playoffs. We don't really know. Maybe there'll be a tiebreaker or something at the end of the split. Yeah. What do you have to work on specifically to take them down?
Well, I think Team Liquid is very good at playing around their bot lane, and their macro is pretty precise as well. So in terms of our macro versus theirs, I feel like they are a little bit more fast-paced and a little bit more decisive than we are. Well, we take a more like calculated and cautious approach in that sort of area. So I think as long as we sort of match their tempo when they go for mid-game objectives and their rotations, then we'll be able to kind of, I guess, outplay them in the later team fights, because I think our team fighting is like, it could still be improved, but I do think that that's one of our strengths, is our like late game team fighting. So we'll probably like try to kind of fix our weaknesses against them, and then we can like showcase our strengths.
I would definitely agree. I think your team fighting is rather good. How was the bot lane matchup then? It is rather interesting. It's you versus your old support, Doublelift versus his old support. Do you guys all feel like you know each other really well and have kind of weird ways of outplaying each other?
Yeah, I do think like for AD versus AD or support versus support is not really like that crazy. Like we all play pretty standard, but for Zach versus him versus Doublelift and for me versus Ole, I do think there's kind of some weird like tension there where it's like sometimes I feel like Zach will go for like a play that I'm not usually prepared for, but it always works on Doublelift, or yeah, Ole might try something like that on me. But I do think like, yeah, there's something weird going on there. I don't really know what, but it's pretty funny when we play each other.
And you think the supports are kind of the ones like bringing this knowledge about how to pick you guys apart?
Yeah, support is always the one that like makes the plays in the bot lane, and kind of like drives, or is always like the kind of the one that dictates like whether the play is gonna be made or not. So yeah, it's always the supports like leading it. So for the ADs, we just try to do our best to like survive and just farm.
Well, it's definitely fun to watch. So I look forward to the next time, and we'll see how you guys develop. Until then, good luck with that. So I want to talk some about, a long time ago when you entered the LCS. you kind of had like a little rebranding opportunity, and you went with it, and you actually changed to Cody Sun. You chose your name to go forward, and we've seen that from some other guys as well. So I'm curious, like, what was your decision making into choosing your name, and then what are you branding yourself as currently?
Well, I guess I sort of like when I was like climbing solo queue and challenger, I already like name changed to Cody Sun to like I don't know to give myself like a more refreshing feeling to like practice harder and try to get as high as I can, and then yeah, I hit rank 1 or I peaked at rank 1 with Cody Sun, so I guess it just made sense for me going into LCS that I kept with that name going forward because I didn't really attach myself to my old name either. So, I mean, right now, for my brand, I guess, I'm just I was still, or it's been like, this is gonna be my second year, right? So, in the LCS, so, my career has kind of just been coming in as a rookie and then just taking it slow the first split, getting like 7th place, and then I wasn't doing too hot individually either. I didn't really have a synergy with Ole, and then, yeah, just making it pretty big on the 2nd split in summer, going to the finals and then go to Worlds as well. So, this is I've already finished my 3rd split where I also went to the finals, and did pretty okay in the regular season. So this 4th split, I'm just hoping to do the same thing, but try like harder to actually win this time instead of going into the finals or like doing well in regular season, going to the finals and then losing, because that's kind of been the story for me for the last 2 splits. So it's pretty sad for me. But hopefully, yeah, 3rd time's a charm, and we take it all home this time, and hopefully, I'm able to like use all that experience that I got from the previous splits and put into good use.
Yeah, for sure. And best of luck on the trip up to Northern California and trying to secure that finals victory. And you said that you played pretty good last split, but you did get the first place, like all LCS 80 carry title. Do you feel like that was deserved? And then also, do you feel how do you feel like you're doing this season compared to that, and like in the standings and stuff?
Well, I think, yeah, last split we played pretty. We put like a lot of emphasis on our bot lane to do well. So, I think, yeah, I had a lot of resources given to me, and I was able to use it pretty well to secure us wins, and especially in like late game scenarios where, if I'm ahead, then I'm more confident to play the team fights well and play those scenarios well. So that's kind of been my forte for even when I was in my first split. I like specialize in kind of that late game hyper carry, team fighting kind of play style. So I'm still gonna keep trying to do that in our future games, but I also think like I'm still pretty flexible in how we play. So like right now, for example, we're playing pretty heavily top side of the map, and I think, yeah, I'm still doing fine, like even given not that many resources right now. So, but yeah, I don't care too much about where we play around. I just would rather play the game like how it should be, and like how it is in the meta, how it is in the current patch, and just get as many wins as I can.
Yeah, not always just about the stats or the awards. Mm-hmm. I am curious. So yeah, we just saw you guys play Jace, which is different. And Someday, of course, has been doing very well this split, and every split. And you're utilizing him more. You also have been playing 80 carries pretty much the whole split. I think your first or second game was Vladimir, and then after that, minus the Rift Rivals All-Star game. But after that, it's been pretty much only 80 carries. You didn't go back to the majors or anything. So it seems like you have a clear identity and you know what you really want to be doing. I am curious, though, is that a benefit going into Worlds? Like, you guys have had way more practice on this, so you're better. But also when you're in Worlds, if there's a time when maybe you need to play Vladimir or Rise or something random, you haven't had as much practice. So what are your thoughts there?
So when we were scrimming against the EU teams at Rift Rivals, they pretty much primarily played Mage's Bot except Splice. So I think for us, we got a pretty big like heads up like what could potentially happen for international teams, like about the bot lane meta. So I think Rift Rivals is beneficial to us in that sense, where we got a feeling of like how Mage's Bot are played and played like properly, because I feel like in NA, no team really plays it well or even knows how to play too much like around it. So I think during that time I actually did play a lot of like different weird picks for bot lane, and we kind of just never pulled it out on stage yet. And like I still play Swin and solo queue bottom, and it's pretty fun. So maybe we have a chance to like play it once, before the season ends. That'll be pretty cool. But we did like practice like a decent amount of games on those kind of picks. So we kind of just never got the opportunity to pull it out yet.
Yeah, well, this is definitely still working for you guys. So we'll see if we see any mages from you. But if not, great job on those 80 carries. Lastly, before we end things, it's looking like you have a decent chance at going to Worlds. You've already got a lot of points stored up, and you're doing very well. Second place right now. If you do make it, what is something that you're really looking forward to in the trip to Korea? Maybe different than last year. I know you guys didn't make it out, but what's something that you would be looking forward to this year?
Well, because we have Prolly and Ryu, they're like the kind of two duos that made it past like group stage in Europe on HDK, and I think they went the furthest out of like anyone in the West. So yeah, hopefully that trend continues for us. But going to Korea is always really fun. Playing in 9-ping and playing Korean solo queue is always a blast to practice mechanics and just like quick decision making, because there's a lot of fighting in Korea and the players are much better than NA players. So that'll always be fun. The food's always great in Korea. So I guess the only thing is like scrimming against international teams are extremely stressful and difficult from my past experiences. But you do learn a lot, and those games that you like practice with the international teams, you pretty much remember your whole career, I would say. Like I still remember in Immortals at Worlds getting stomped by like Korean teams and Chinese teams, and like the exact what happened in those games. So it's it's like a nightmare.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty invaluable experience, learning opportunity wise as well. Yeah. Well, cool. Best of luck getting there and getting that again. Thank you so much for the interview. Before we go, I will challenge you to a best of one in rock, paper, scissors. Sure. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to play rock.
I don't trust you. All right. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh no, we got to keep going. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors.
I'm going to go paper third time.
Rock, paper, scissors. All right. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for watching. We will catch you next time.
Peace.
Hey guys. Thank you so much for watching that video. To check out some slightly less bearded content, check out what Darius is doing. We've got some videos off to the side of the European LCS. Please like and subscribe and comment below. Let us know how we are doing and what you like and what you dislike. We really appreciate that, and we appreciate your views, and thank you so much for watching. We will catch you next time.